Hi, guys. This is the fifth lesson of my ongoing collection where we are trying to cover 100 idioms in the span of just 100 minutes. I'm sure all of these are helping you, or at least I'm hoping they are helping you. I'll quickly move on to our. Okay, this is a slide about me. And, guys, this is a mandatory slide that all us educators on Unacademy have to put. Okay, so please bear with me for this. Let's quickly move on to the next set of 10 idioms that we're going to learn in these 10 minutes. The first one, as you can see from the picture of this guy, who looks a little like some character from Chota Bheem actually, okay, who's making a face. So it's as direct as it gets, guys. Making a face means that you show your dislike or disappointment through your facial expressions. मतलब सड़ा हुआ मुंह बना के बैठ गए sort of a thing, you know. Like I made a face that night at the sight of bitter gourd in my plate. You know, जब भी घर में लौकी बनती है, we all hate it and we're all like ये क्या बनाया मम्मा. So you know your mom is like चुपचाप खाओ, don't make a face. This is what this expression means. Next is to open the Pandora's box, which actually originates from this story, like in these ancient Greek stories. Zeus, or the king of gods, he gave this girl Pandora a box, and he told her that Pandora, you're just not going to open this box. But what did Pandora do? Pandora still opened the box, and this resulted into all sorts of troubles in the world. And I think eventually she escaped from it. But my point is, if you open the Pandora's box, means that you have actually deliberately sort of managed to find a source of great troubles and problems, and you have किसी तरह से अपने आप को गड्ढे में गिरा दिया है sort of a thing, you know, like never read others diary. It is like opening a Pandora's box. Or when Sameer invited his friend over to his house, or to stay at his house for a couple of days, he did not know that he was opening a Pandora's box. Now his entire place looks like a garbage bin, you know. So this is the way we use a Pandora's box. Means that अपने आप को गड्ढे में गिरा दिया है, या मुसीबतों का पहाड़ टूट पड़ा है तुम्हारे ऊपर because of something that you did. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, this is probably one of those expressions or idioms that we always use in with the word don't. Okay, so it starts with a negative, and this basically means that you are not supposed to put all your resources in just one at one place, or in one endeavor, or in one project. Like the boy put all his money into his dream startup that eventually failed. I told him not to put all his eggs in one basket. You know, let's say this usually, I think, sort of holds true when you're talking about some business project or something that you want to do. Like I did not want to put all my eggs in one basket, so I played 5 different lottery games. Let's say in my case I lost all of them, but let's say if you don't want to, don't take a chance, you know, अपने सारे resources, time, money, energy एक जगह पे मत invest करो. Try to judiciously use all your resources. To call a spade means that you're somebody who's so brutally frank and outspoken and blunt that you just don't realize what you're saying, you know. Some of the journalists, let's say like an Arnab Goswami, is not afraid to call a spade, you know. Somebody who makes sure that जो उसको दिखता है वो वही बोलता है. He does not mince his words. That is another phrase that you can use here. Means you are stating it as it is. You are very very blunt, you are very very outspoken. मुंह पे बोलते हो और कुछ छुपाते नहीं हो, किसी बात का डर नहीं है, जो मन में आ रहा है वो बोल रहे हो, sort of a thing. To be a good Samaritan, actually I think this phrase, it comes from the story in the Bible where a Samaritan man helped somebody who was injured, even though others were not willing to help him, but he helped this man. So, a good Samaritan, simply as this picture also denotes, is somebody who's kind and compassionate to others who are in problem or distress. So, I was sure that I'd be stuck on the highway till morning, but a good Samaritan offered me a ride back home. So, a good Samaritan simply means a person who is kind, who is helpful, who helps those in need. You know, एक नेक आदमी है, sort of a thing. Okay, now to put in a nutshell, let's say what is Unacademy doing right now? It's putting all these difficult subjects and courses in a nutshell and giving it to you in the form of 10-minute videos. So, something that you're able to say in very few words and make concise is what to put in a nutshell literally means. So, one of my lecturers is an expert at teaching the courses in a nutshell. So, I think Unacademy might just be the best example to explain this idiom to you, and it's pretty easy, even though this picture we have quite literally taken the meaning of a nutshell. And I think यहाँ पे हम अखरोट को तोड़ रहे हैं, but ignore that. I think we're just trying to be funny. Okay, to pour oil on troubled waters is so in, I think, the 8th century probably, there used to be this ancient practice of pouring oil on ocean waves to calm their turbulence. So this means that you make peace. Let's say when two people are fighting with each other, you are the one who's sort of दोनों के बीच में सुलह करवाते हो. So you are the one who's trying to pour oil on troubled waters. Okay, here's a quick trivia quiz for you. What is the exact opposite of this? To make peace, but what is the opposite of to pour oil on troubled waters? There is another phrase, and I want you all to find that phrase and tell me what phrase that is. Look at the sentence. I'm always stuck pouring oil on troubled waters whenever my mother and my wife are bickering. So I would say that not all daughter in laws and their mother-in-laws fight with each other, I guess. So we should not actually assume something like this. But yeah, like let's say two friends are fighting with each other and we say, oh, I'm always the one who ends up pouring the oil on troubled waters. To move heaven and earth. We used another idiom earlier where we said hell or high waters, right? So if you don't remember the meaning of that, go back to that lesson, check that idiom, find that meaning. To move heaven on earth, heaven and earth means that you exert all the efforts. मतलब अब तो जो मर्जी हो जाए ये करके ही रहना है. Like Shah Rukh Khan's character in the movie Chak De moved heaven and earth to ensure that the Indian women's hockey team wins the World Cup. So look at the sentence here. He moved heaven and earth to ensure that his family was taken care of in the foreign land during his absence. So to move heaven and earth means जी जान लड़ा देना, सब कुछ जी जान एक कर देना. Or I don't know what is the exact phrase in Hindi, but if you know, please tell me what that phrase is. But that is essentially what it means, to put in and exert all your efforts. A leopard can't change his spots. Guys, I think we've used the old sentence here, so I'll give you a fresh sentence in this case. But this basically means that this is a phrase that you say when you're talking about a person's character, especially if that character is bad. So, for example, Rahul is always running after women, and I highly doubt if marriage will change him for the better. After all, a leopard never changes his spots, which means that you cannot really change who you are. I think in Hindi how they say that एक सांप हमेशा आपको डसता ही है, तो आप सांप को अपना पेट भी अगर बना लो तो तभी भी वो आपको डसेगा. So that is the sort of thing that we say, that you cannot go against what your basic nature is that way, especially if that is something bad. So I hope that people change their. I really wish leopards could change their spots, but yeah, this is the phrase or expression that we use, that a leopard can't really change his spots. The last one here, and with this idiom, guys, please give yourself a pat on the back, because this is our 50th idiom and we've reached midway through this course, which means that you're halfway through. And I'm sure you all have done a great job of imbibing whatever it is that you're watching in these videos, and I really hope that it's helping you. And it is not Greek to you. So yes, the phrase "it's Greek to me" means that something that is definitely not understandable. I failed in my coding test because everything was Greek to me. So I hope that my English lessons are not Greek to you, and you are genuinely understanding whatever we are trying to teach you over here, and they are genuinely helping you as well. So it's Greek to me. It's an expression that we use when we say that we have not been able to understand what is written. So we say, oh, whatever that student wrote in the paper was all Greek to me. I could not understand what it meant. So guys, I really hope that you're liking these lessons. As your assignment, like I mentioned, you need to find out what that opposite expression is and put it down in your comments. I'll look forward to reading them, and I'll come back with the next lesson, and we will have a great time and have lots of fun in learning these 100 idioms in just 100 minutes. Take care.